Imagine a world where expressing your opinion online could cost you your right to travel. That's precisely what's happening in the U.S., sparking a heated debate about free speech and government overreach. In a move that's sending shockwaves across the globe, the United States Department of State has revoked the visas of 6 foreign nationals. Their alleged crime? Posting critical comments on social media following the death of conservative political activist Charlie Kirk, who was tragically shot and killed at a rally in September. Published on October 15, 2025, the announcement has ignited a firestorm of controversy. The State Department, in a bold statement, declared the United States has no obligation to host foreigners who wish death on Americans. They further stated that they are actively identifying visa holders who celebrated Kirk's assassination. The State Department backed up their statement with screenshots of social media posts from the now visaless individuals, who hail from countries including South Africa, Mexico, Brazil, and Paraguay. One example cited an Argentine national who allegedly stated that Kirk devoted his entire life spreading racist, xenophobic, misogynistic rhetoric and deserved to burn in hell. The State Department's response? Visa revoked. But here's where it gets controversial. Is it the government's place to police the online opinions of foreign visitors, even if those opinions are considered distasteful or offensive? Some argue that the U.S. has a right to protect its citizens from those who promote violence or hatred. Others fear that this sets a dangerous precedent, potentially chilling free speech and opening the door to politically motivated visa revocations. It's worth noting that this action occurred shortly after President Donald Trump posthumously awarded Kirk the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Kirk, a co-founder of the conservative student organization Turning Point, was a prominent figure credited with mobilizing young voters for Trump in the previous election. Following his death at the young age of 31, Trump elevated Kirk to a martyr for truth, further inflaming passions on both sides of the political spectrum. The aftermath of Kirk's death has already had significant repercussions. According to a New York Times investigation, over 145 people have been fired, suspended, or resigned due to their social media posts or comments about Kirk. This reveals how charged the atmosphere became and how high the stakes are when discussing sensitive topics online. Prior to this specific incident, key figures like Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Deputy Secretary of State Christopher Landau had already signaled a hardline stance. Landau even urged Internet users to report potentially problematic social media comments from visa applicants. Foreigners who glorify violence and hatred are not welcome visitors to our country, he declared. And this is the part most people miss. This isn't entirely new. Since 2019, the State Department has required visa applicants to provide their social media handles. In June 2025, the policy was expanded to require student applicants to make all their social media accounts public for government vetting. This escalation occurred in the wake of crackdowns on international students who supported pro-Palestine protests on U.S. campuses. In August 2025, a State Department official reported that over 6,000 student visas had been revoked that year. While a large majority of these revocations were due to students breaking U.S. law, a significant number, between 200 and 300, were reportedly linked to supporting terrorism or engaging in activities like fundraising for Hamas. Now, let's be honest, this raises some serious questions. Where do we draw the line between protected free speech and unacceptable incitement? Is it truly a government's role to decide which opinions are worthy of entry into a country? Does the revocation of visas based on social media posts represent a slippery slope towards censorship and political persecution? What do you think? Is the U.S. government justified in revoking visas based on social media posts? Or is this a dangerous overreach that threatens free speech? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Let's have a respectful discussion about this complex and important issue.